What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing this legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, get them notifications. It's gonna be some information that's gonna help you win. And in today's video, we will talk about hacker methods. Yes, hacker methods, and a lot of people are interested in the world of cybersecurity, scams, fraud, schemes, methods, you name it. It's a lot of people trying to learn about things. A lot of people that just want to be entertained. There's a lot of different reasons why people want to learn about these type of stuff. And at the end of the day, cybersecurity is and hackers are not illegal. You have hackers that are white hats, gray hats, and black hats. White hats are the good people, gray hats are the people in the middle, and black hats are people who solely do everything for illegal purposes only. So people got to start understanding like anything else, you got your workers and you got your plugs, just like in the real world. You got people who own businesses and you got people who get hired to for jobs at that business to help run that business. Those are the workers. You got people who sell narcotics and you got people who sell a lump sum of the narcotics. So you got people who got to go buy their 1 pound, 2 pounds, couple. And you got people who sell 2 pounds or 10 pounds. They're the plug. So anywhere you go, there's always going to be a worker and there's going to be a plug, right? So people got to understand that when it comes to hacking and scammers, there's two different ball games. First of all, people got to start understanding the difference. The hacker is almost the plug because the hacker can get information or get certain things that a lot of scammers can't. That's where they get their information from. Is the hackers. The scammers buy the information, get the information, and they go do whatever method that it takes to generate some type of revenue with that method that they got from the plug. And a lot of people don't really use, well, a lot of people don't have common sense because that's why they don't utilize it. And a lot of people don't connect the dots and put two and two together when it comes to certain things. And what I mean by that is people got to start understanding that anything that has a database, anything that has a server, anything that has a chip, a hardware, anything like that that can be controlled can be hacked or compromised. So computers, laptops, phones, cameras, you name it. These things have chips in them. These things have hardwares in them. These things have certain components that can be compromised. And it's funny because with this new age and this new generation going on, it's a lot of different new schemes and scams going on. For instance, I talked about this scam or this method 6 years ago. It's called jackpot, and how people are utilizing hardware and software to place malware on certain systems and control it to do different things. So people are using taking these malwares and putting them on servers, computers, and ATMs are mini computers. So they're finding the USB port or whatever, putting the malware on it, the ransomware on it, the malware, and making the ATMs disperse money like it's a jackpot, like just starts dispersing our money. I talked about that 6 years ago, and now more people are starting to get a hold and getting hip to the scam or the scheme that's going on when it comes to this method, utilizing Raspberry Pis and things like that. Then you got tools like the Flipper Zero, that if you have the right hard drive or hardware on it or programmed the right way, that Flipper Zero can control signal lights, can control security posts, can control a lot of different things, can turn to key fobs, can do a lot of different things. And people are not connecting the dots. And what I mean by connecting the dots is these methods are all hacker methods. Being able to control something through a program or a server or a database is what hackers do. And with this new age and generation, people are now stealing cars. And they're basically hacking cars to steal them using pro pads. And people are not even connecting the dots that that's what they're doing. Because if you could use this system to start a car and drive it without it having a key, that's hacking. That's basically hacking. Point blank period. And like I told y'all before in a lot of different videos, people come up with a lot of different ways to do a lot of different things. Sometimes people are doing things that they don't even know what they're doing. So many people on a daily basis are stealing cars using pro pads, from luxury cars to your most basic cars, but they're using pro pads because of the what? The databases and the hardware that these cars are equipped with. So like I tell y'all before, every as the world evolves, the scams and the methods evolve. Before it was push to start cars, you had cars that started with keys. There's no way you could have started a car with a pro pad that started with a key. Or could you? But that wasn't a thing back then. People used to just hotwire the cars. And that's basically another form of hacking, hotwiring. Knowing what cords to put together to start a car without a key, that's hacking. Being able to get a pro pad and start a car without a key, that's hacking. Being able to unlock a car doors without a key, that's hacking. Being able to penetrate anything without a key or a password or anything is hacking. And this is what's going on in the world nowadays. People are getting these flipper zeros, finding the hardwares, putting them on them, and doing a lot of different things. It's even come to the point where people are utilizing flipper zeros, stealing people's credit card information hundreds of feet away, and that person not even knowing, not even thinking twice about it. This world is starting to become it started to become a black cloud over this world with scams and fraud. Scams and fraud and schemes is up 600 to 800% in the world right now. Everybody's committing them. Everybody's coming up with a new method to do this and do that, to get this and get that, from in every different direction, from crypto to the real life to jobs to whatever. There's a scam or fraud going on that's making a lot of money for for scammers and fraudsters, and that's just what it is. And like I said, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything, but it's all about being more aware. And to be more aware is to be woke and understand that these things are really happening. And a lot of people are naive and don't think things can happen to them until it happens to them. You can't live like that. You can't think like that. You gotta stay more safe and stay more cautious and be more aware, because it's happening out here. There's always a leak. Your phone, iPhones always say, "Oh, there's been a leak of light, change your passwords," and then it might appear that this. There's always that going on. You're always getting calls and text messages. So everywhere you look, there's a scam or fraud being committed, especially where there's money being committed. Where there's money being made, because it's an opportunity for a scammer or a fraudster to make some money. And people gotta start realizing that. People are out here utilizing hacker techniques and skills to do different things and don't even know it. And then they gonna start evolving with it, start saying, well, we can do this with this, we can do that with that, because it's the same thing. And then different things are gonna start happening. So it's all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on, because like I said, these things are really happening in the world right now. Scams and fraud is up 600, 800% right now in the world. So first, Norton LifeLock Get your Northern Life Lock account and monitor all your accounts from social media to bank accounts. Because if anything suspicious will happen or was to happen, you'll get an alert. You can see what's going on. You can check it out. And they also monitor the dark web to make sure none of your information is floating around on there. Also, make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian because if it's froze, somebody can get anything in your name. Nobody can do anything to keep you safe. And also, every so often that you use your credit cards or debit cards, get new cards with new numbers. Because every time that we use them at these POS machines, that information is being stored on our database, and there's always a leak, a hack, or compromise going on. And if we don't know when that is, and let's say one day it was one and your information was on it, but it's the old card, it won't be valid and it won't work. So it's all about staying 10 steps ahead, staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on because to be more aware is to be more safe. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there because without y'all there being on me, you'll motivate me to keep going, you'll motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and you'll motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 unlimited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot, let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book y'all see on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats available each one. These and the webinars will be posted on my podcast channel, so make sure y'all ready for that. Also, make sure y'all book y'all see on the crypto tour in person limited gems, 3,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month long mentorship, 2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. We're gonna do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, and having fun. Um, Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my IG, and my TikTok. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.